Okay, so this is a quick lesson to follow up from what we talked about for the MultiRes modifier. Okay, so I'm going to import this file. I'll just drag it in here and then append it to a new Blender file. Go to Mesh and then Mesh 003, and that's my character here. This is from Moodle, so this is available in Moodle, and it's called Base Mesh. Okay, I'll just check what's in it. Let's see if there is anything that shouldn't be there. It's all okay. Let's see if there are any modifiers on it. There are none, so that's good. I'll just go to shading and see what's happening with this thing. Why it's shiny. Actually, we'll just delete that. Okay, and leave it without a material for now. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure of the UVs as well, that everything is okay with the UVs. Yes, there are UVs here. And what else? Preparation. Yeah, we'll go back to layout. And in layout view, as you can see, there is very little geometry here. It's clean, but there is very little geometry. I wanted to have a bit more geometry. So show you a quick way of doing that. So I'm going to add a modifier, generate subdivision surface, and just press simple. Okay, so it will retain its silhouette. It won't be smoothed, but it will add more geometry to it. Once that's done, I'll just apply this, and now when I check, there is more geometry and it's all quads. So that's all the preparation work that I need, and I'll go back to object mode. Now, as we said, we're going to have two versions of this, so I'm going to duplicate and then move it to one side. I'm going to call this high poly, and I'm going to call this low poly. Okay, and then I'm going to hide the low poly one, put this back to its place, so Alt G to put it back in the center, and basically we're done. Now I want to sculpt this and add details to it, and basically ruin the geometry, ruin the clean geometry, so we can get on with our example. So I'll go to sculpting, just do some little sculpting here. I'll remesh this so I can get quick geometry. So I'm going to remesh at 0.005, and then remesh. Now, as you can see, I'll just show you the density of this thing. So this is how dense now this thing is. Okay. And I'm going to add some details. I'm going to add some details to it. So I'll use where are we? Action وكذي وينه أكو إنزين. So yeah, إنزين. I'm going to make some big strokes here with a big brush. Okay. Oops. Should have activated symmetry, so don't do that. Activate symmetry first. Okay, so these are some details with a big brush there. All right, and we have some details. I'll make this brush smaller and add details with a smaller brush. Okay, so these can be veins or whatever. All right, مسوي وايد وبيكون ملشطينه على ظهره بعد. Okay, I'll increase the size of this, do some stuff in the back. Okay, give him big glats. Okay, and that's it. We're done with this, and now I want to take this sculpted figure and project it on a low poly version of it. And I'm going to get my low poly model there as well, as long as they're stacked on top of each other. Now I can start projecting details. So as we said in class, we add a MultiRes modifier. Okay, and we explained what the MultiRes modifier is, so I'm just showing you the steps here. I'm going to subdivide this. No, not yet. I'm not going to subdivide this yet. Actually, I will. So I'm going to subdivide this maybe 5 times. Yeah, I hope we have the right one. Okay, so I subdivided it 5 times. And now I'm going. I will add another modifier, which you can find in the form, shrink wrap, target being high poly, and I'm just going to leave the settings as they are, and then I will apply shrink wrap modifier. Okay, and hide that. Yeah, so I have this now. After that's done, I changed a few settings in the shrink wrap modifier. So the wrap method here, I chose tangent normal project on surface. Okay, so at least I am retaining some these details, and this is what I want to output as a normal map to put on this character. So outputting the normal map now. From this, we need to go to shading. I'll give it a new material, and here I will add an image texture, and I'm going to use this image texture to be where the normal map is stored. Okay, so this will be 4096 by 4096. I'll call it my normals or whatever. Okay, I don't need an alpha. Create it, and then one change that needs to be done is the color space needs to be non-color. Okay, select this. You need to select this. Now, the one thing I missed in class is when you go to before you do any of this, of course I'll apply the shrink wrap. I forgot to do that as well. Okay, now before you do anything, you need to set the levels of the MultiRes all the way back to 0. Okay, to the base, and that's the mistake I did in class. Then we go with the settings that I showed you, which is go to render, go to cycles, so make sure this is selected, go to cycles, bake, use bake with MultiRes, and bake type normals, and basically that's it. So start baking. It will bake the texture, and as you can see, it baked a beautiful texture. Now I can apply this to this model. So I have it here already, so I'll create a normal map node, connect normals to normal to normal, and connect color to color, and we have all the details basically. Okay, now if you want to bake this, remove the MultiRes modifier altogether. So this is now very, very low resolution, as you can see, and it has all the details on it. Okay, if you want it to have a bit more, you can do that. Okay, if you want the silhouette to change slightly, okay, you can do that. But all in all, we have all our details with something that can be easily animated. I'll go back to layout, so maybe it will show better here. Yeah. Okay, so these are all the details on a very low res model. Let me see if there's any difference. Yeah, okay, so I'll go with level 1, see level 2. I'll keep it at level 1, it's good enough. Okay, so this is what's done for games, and I'm going now to apply this. Now I have this geometry. Beautiful. Great, that's it.